Greyman! 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 Holy YouTube video, Greyman!
Greymaniacs gather! Hi! We have returned for some more of looking into Box X. What lurks within Box X? If you watch the other videos in this, you know they're Superman comics. Before I start, let me go into what I was talking about last video. I was looking at these at the end, and I thought I had more of these Superman annuals, but I only got 2. But the thing was, yeah, I think there was 11 annuals in this, but this is from the first series. The first one that was like 1963 or something, that goes for big money nowadays. And then after number 8, they never did another annual again till so like a 20-year gap. Number 8 came out in something like 1963, and then suddenly there's a 20-year gap. Then there's a funny boy another annual in 1983. So yeah, I'm not sure I'll be able to get any more annuals from this first run. And I think the next one, I've got number 10 actually. I managed to get number 10 recently. It came in one of the big boxes of stuff that I picked up, so that's cool. But number 11, I think, is the one with the that classic story where Darkseid gets the Mongul. It's Mongul, isn't it? Who gets the black? What's it called? Black Mercy. I think it was Mongul. It could have been Darkseid. I think it was Mongul though for some reason. He gets the Black Mercy, the flower that makes you sort of believe that you're living through your greatest fantasy, all the while it's like killing you off kind of thing. The Superman imagines himself living with Lois on Krypton that never blew up, that kind of thing, with kids. At least I think that's what happened anyway. And also it was made into a cartoon as well, wasn't it? It was a cartoon version of it also. So, should have put this away before I started this video, shouldn't I? Right, there you go. It's nearly away. Yeah, this is in pretty pretty poor condition. But yeah, the other annuals in this first series of Superman are pretty expensive. Right, anyway, so I'm going to be showing you Adventures of Superman. Superman becomes Adventures of Superman, and there's another Superman title that begins straight after this. After this one finishes, it's the one with John Byrne takes over. That'll be the next video. Actually, I have got those comics, so I'm messing around because I keep getting bloody little hairs stuck in my comic bag. So being a hairy git, there's always come on. There's always little hair that's underneath comic bags. I'm stuck to sellotape on comic books, so it's like yeah. All right, so let's go. With no further ado. Not adieu, as a lot of people say. It's adieu. With no further ado, let's go straight on to The Adventures of Superman. We've got a Legends crossover. Marv Wolfman and Jerry Ordway. No blurbs. No chat on the cover. Just action. And I've been on record many times saying I think that's a bad move. In the comics, the covers are all fine. Nothing wrong with the action going on the covers, but I don't know. I just think there's so much more inviting when it's got a blurb to read or a speech bubble to read. I could go through all these pretty quickly. Nothing to say about them, you know. That's Mammoth of the Fatal 5. Is it the Fatal 5? I think it's the Fatal 5. It's some alliteration anyway. He's the brother of Jinx, I believe. Right, could be wrong. I think he won iteration, definitely. I'm pretty sure he was. Catch you some bullets. See, why doesn't Wonder Woman catch bullets? All them ricochets off her bracelets, not safe. She should just catch them like Superman does. I don't see why she couldn't. Right, we're into Millennium now. Millennium was the first massive crossover that I actually was buying comic books at that time. I'd only just started buying comic books regularly. I only just got a job and was able to sort of spend proper money on comics. So when Millennium came along, I tried to buy every single one. I wanted the full story. Because the amount of times in the past I'd read like 1 or 2 issues of a crossover, or seen where it crossed over with a comic book that I managed to pick up, and it was like, oh, I can read every single issue of it. It wasn't easy. I don't think I managed to get them all anyway. But yeah. Superman doing an impersonation of me when I get a 7 on Cover Slingers. He's not looking in a good way, is he? He's getting his jollies, getting hit by lightning. Positively loved it there. He was being messed with by Mr. Mixie-Pitlick. Mr. Mixie-Pitlick, that's it. I think that's right. I have stripped you of your power, Superman. Now you must face him. We actually have a speech bone. A weird looking alien thing. Superman looking a bit worried. Hostage crisis. It's like Jimmy Olsen's been attacked by some kind of sand monster. Part 2 of the Supergirl saga. There's Superman doing his best Batman impression at the grave side of his dead parents. Oh, I read a Brave and the Bold. Was it Brave and the Bold? I think it was Brave and the Bold. Yeah, I think I got Brave and the Bold 99. I might do that for my my Patreon special for this month, actually, because it was a bit bonkers. Ooh. I'm not too sure who this masked figure here is in the shadows there, but they're about to stick a needle into the spine of Jimmy Olsen. It could be Matilda. Could be Matilda Gothica, because that would be the kind of thing that she'd do. But I know he's got a beard, so it probably isn't Matilda Gothica. Thinking about it. Right. Gangbusters back. I always thought he had a cool costume, Gangbuster. I've always thought he looked quite good. He's got like, he normally has nunchucks, I believe. For a second, I had it. You know, I like to try and remember people's secret identities if I can. I think his name was like Delgado, like Joe Delgado or something. I think his alias is. Jose Delgado, maybe. Right. Come on, how many geek points do I get if that's right? Someone look it up and award me geek points in the comments down below. Right, Invasion First Strike Extra. And there he is with Guardian, whose name I'm trying to remember now. Tickling my frontal cortex, his name. Ben Harper? Maybe? Dan Harper? Is that right? I'm saying that with less confidence. Who knows if it's right or not? I need to look it up now. Where is Superman? Charred remains thought to be those of missing planet reporter. How can anyone read in that newspaper and not look at the picture of Clark Kent and the picture of Superman? Where is Superman? It says in that headline, and then there's a little byline story: charred remains of Clark Kent found. Clark Kent dead. Superman not been around for a while. If only there was some kind of clue as to what possibly could be going on, besides the fact that they have exactly the same face and body. Dear. Anyway. Yeah, the clues are there if they look for them. Phantoms of the past. This is post-crisis, and you can see he's got a oxygen mask on. He's no longer able to hold his breath for like practically forever, kind of thing. He always has to take a little tank of oxygen with him when he goes out into space. Every now and again, he'll take a puff. This is interesting. It looks like he's fighting Thing. Well, not fighting. It looks like Thing's giving him a reach around or something. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Thing's giving him a cuddle. I don't know. Maybe they're in big battle and they've fallen at the same... No, it looks like he's actually been grabbed by someone behind him as well. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on there. I'm not sure. I need to know. Right. Oh. Is that the Eradicator Matrix? It might be. The Eradicator was like a device that saved all the genes and knowledge, I think, of Krypton. I think it was like to do with the genetic information of the Kryptonian race or something like that. And I think at one point it was trying to sort of make Superman an ultimate Kryptonian kind of thing, complete with like cold, emotionless, that kind of stuff. I think that was it. As if it is the Eradicator. And of course the Eradicator creates a Superman form after Superman dies, and he's one of the 4 reign of Superman Eradicator. I think he was. I'm not 100% sure how that Eradicator came about. Was he a clone itself, created by the Eradicator capsule thing? I was never too clear on the Eradicator. It looks like Jimmy's turning into Elastic Boy again. Or Elastic Lad, wasn't it, I think? Antarctic Solitude. Eradication. Yeah, that is the Eradicator Matrix. It's got to be. It says Eradication, yeah. That ain't no coincidence, is it? Here he is on Krypton. Homeless for the holidays. A bit of a social commentary issue, maybe that one. Hey, the Adventures of Superman. Who is really the fastest man alive? The Man of Steel or the Flash? Place your bets. I can't remember if this is the second time they raced. I think it might be the second time they raced. Not too sure. Maybe the third. In which case, what's the second time? Pretty sure I got the first time that they raced. At least I was told it was the first time they raced when I bought it. So I hope it was the first time they raced, because it cost me enough. Yeah, I need to look that up. But this is a homage, that one that I've got in the... Is it Superman? No, sorry, Action 199? Or was it Superman 199? I can't remember now. I think it's Superman 199. I think I showed it a couple of videos ago. Yeah, and that's a homage. If you didn't know what you were looking at, actually, you could easily forget. You could easily not realise. It's just these different characters in the positions of, you know, who they were in the original one. Lobo's Last Laugh. Sort of fairly early version of Lobo. Not the earliest, but... Ooh, Death Right. The Day of the Krypton Man. You see Superman in the corner there, he's all like Kryptonian kind of garb. So I think he's like he was influenced by the Eradicator for a while to be this cold, merciless kind of Kryptonian emotionless. Not much to say here because I don't recognise any of the characters. Oh, I say, tired. Dark Knight over Metropolis: The Adventures of Superman, Part 2 of 3 by Jurgens and Tibbett. Ooh. 40 pages, usual low price, only 75 cents. So this should be all the Adventures of Superman before they went to the triangle numbers. The Adventures of Superman, Overlow by Dan Jurgens and Art Tibbett. That's how it's pronounced, I'm not sure if it is. Soul Search, Chapter 3, The Adventures of Superman, White Hot Death. Look, he's got a dead person wrapped in his cloak. For the people of Kurak, Sinbad strikes again. Without powers, without hope. Crisis of the Crimson Kryptonite. He's trying to channel his inner Batman. The Adventures of Superman. Beware their power. Right, that's 473. Then after this is 1990, December 1990. So I'm guessing from January 1991, it must have gone over as the triangle numbers. Because the last one that I have in the continuous run, and the next one I have is post-triangle numbers in 2005. Adventures of Superman 645. Just one. Because I stopped collecting Superman in the mid-90s. Mid to late-ish 90s, because I had to make a decision. It was like comics were costing a bit too much, and I was like, do I stop Batman or do I stop Superman? And I went for the darker, grittier Batman to keep, and stopped collecting Superman. But I'll still always be a fan. In a perfect world where I had untold amounts of money and room, I'd get all of them. All the DC anyway. Right. Annual, The Adventures of Superman, Hell Below. The Adventures of Superman and the Son of Brainiac, guest starring Viral Docs and the rest of Legion 90. And Largand as well there. I believe this crosses over with the Legion Annual. I'm pretty sure the story does continue. Because in the Legion Annual, Real Docs is trying to kill his father, and he's come to Earth where he's got a bead on where he is, and his father of course is the original Brainiac. Let's see if it says that it continues in the other one, or if it says continued from the other one, but I'm pretty sure there is a crossover between the annuals. Let's have a look. Does it say? That doesn't seem to say. I'm sure it was though. I'm sure there was some kind of crossover there. Or maybe it's a similar story, I'm not sure. I can't remember. Maybe if I live to be 150, I'll reread them all again. It's kind of depressing when you look at it like that. If I started reading all again now, I might not have a chance to read them all before I croaked. It's still nice to look at them. Armageddon 2001. So this is when Wave Rider came back from the future to try and stop Monarch, find out who Monarch was, and he looked into everyone's futures with his temporal powers, his tachyon infused powers, and he saw possible futures for each of the characters. And in this one, Superman goes hubba 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 with that feminine, cool long lump of gorgeousness, Maxima. Whew. She may be a bit of a tyrant, but she's a sexy tyrant, so you've got to give her that. Oh, here lies Lois Lane Kent, beloved wife of Clark Kent, died while carrying their only child. There can be only you, it says. That's a bit of a... So he's doing the boinky donk with Maxima on Lois's grave. That's a bit cold, Superman. I mean, I understand lust. I mean, I'm sure I've done it on a kitchen table or something, but not on the grave of your ex-wife. The Superman from that future reality, I'm not down with him. I'm sorry, I'm not down with him. Right, then you have the Eclipsed Annuals from 1992, number 4. Superman gets eclipsed. The penultimate battle supreme. Guy Gardner, Lobo, and many more versus the Eclipsed Man of Steel. So in this annual, Superman is the villain. Well, he's been corrupted by Eclipso's dark magic, and a lot of, I think the whole Justice League is trying to pull him back from, you know, from his corruption, pull him back from the edge. That Eclipso, he's one bad geezer. Right, then we've got the Bloodlines Annuals, another great feature year where all the annuals had the same theme. This is the one where the alien parasites come and they're feasting on the spinal fluid of humans, and occasionally if a human gets his spinal fluid drained and they happen to have the metagene, they awaken with superpowers. Some became heroes, some became villains. This is where this lady comes from. Sparks, she gets her powers. Quite an unusual one as stories go in this line, because everyone else obviously gets bitten and like nearly killed against their will. They weren't planning on it, but she actually travels to where she knows the alien parasites are making people into superheroes, because she knows that she's got the metagene. All her family, I think her surname's Powers, and the whole of her family have got superpowers, and so she comes with her uncle to Metropolis to see if she can get bitten to get some superpowers. She's confident she'll get superpowers if she gets bitten, and she was right at least. It would have been rather tragic if she'd just been dead. And she's got some pretty cool powers. Sparks. There's another one, I think she's called Livewire. It's very similar looking. It's a very similar sort of power set, but she's more of a villain. And I think she's got her first appearance, I think, in a Superman Adventures, which I think went up in price a bit. I think it's a bit on the pricey side. Right. The Adventures of Superman. Someone on Facebook was selling some Green Lantern keys. It was the one with the lanterns being smashed by Green Arrow's arrow, the one where Speedy is shooting up, and the one after that. And he wanted £400 for all three, and I'm just like, oh man, if only I had the money. I'd snap them up if I had them. But it's like, no, I can't do that. But yeah. Right, number 7. And number 8. Yeah, number 7 was year 1. But for that year, all the characters are basically having a retelling of their origin, or their very early outings as a character, as a hero. And then we've got the Legends of the Dead Earth, where Earth has been destroyed years ago, but humanity is spread out into the space, and especially stories of people who are influenced by the old heroes of Earth. So whatever this alien mutant thing is, obviously it takes some influence from the legends of Superman, and basically tries to ape him or pay homage to him. You see his shadow, his reflection stroke shadow is Kryptonian looking. So that's interesting. Right, the last one. Right, this is the year Pulp Heroes, where everything is told in like a pulp action, kind of old school pulp magazine style. weird Western tales. So he's like he's a cowboy walking into a saloon. And this is obviously the electric blue Superman. Anyway, enough of my blathering. Oh, you trying to go blurry right at the end. Enough of my blathering. I'm out of here. Cheers for tuning in, Grey Maniacs. Do come back again, won't you, dear boys and girls, dear Grey Maniacs of all colours, stripes and creeds, because you're always welcome here at the Grey Man's channel. Until we gather once again, Grey Maniacs, I hope you all have a Grey-mazing day, and may all your news be good news. Have a Grey-mazing day. I'll have a Grey-mazing day. Have a Grey-mazing day. I hope you have a Grey-mazing day.